All right, let's talk about expansion gone wrong. You know, so often we like to tell the stories about when expanding goes good, but sometimes they go really not so good. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right, so here I am. I'm with my dad, Pete. We were recently recording a video. I think it was a business for sale.
Right.
Business for sale. And I had like a memory trigger from when I was a kid. And, you know, it's kind of weird, some of the stuff that you remember from your childhood. But one of the things I remember was actually, so, you know, we haven't talked about this beforehand because I thought it'd be more fun just to talk about it on camera here, which is I remember being on a dock, actually. I don't know if it was on Hayden or Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, it was Hayden.
And it was a business partner or something.
He was an employee.
Okay, so it was an employee.
Right.
And I remember it went really wrong.
It did.
And that you were upset.
Yeah.
But that's about all I remember from that. Like, but in my head, you know, I can like see the dock, you know, how you have the memories.
Right.
And then I do remember also that you expanded once to downtown Coeur d'Alene area.
Yep.
And it went bad.
Yes.
And so I want to talk about it. So,
gee, thanks.
Yeah. No, it'll be a good one here. So, if you can kind of rewind before it happened. So let's talk about.
I had an employee
that
worked for me, you know, and he was good.
Okay.
And then, you know, a year later, I go, I'm thinking about opening another store down in Coeur d'Alene.
Okay.
He goes, oh, that'd be great. But I need somebody to man it I can trust, you know. He goes, oh, I'll do it. And then I said, I'll even make the deal sweeter. I'll bring you as a partner only in that store. Okay. It went good, you know, at first.
Okay, so what was the partnership deal? Do you remember what the deal was? And by the way, what year was this?
89, 90.
Okay.
That's when we didn't have a lot of employees. Mm-hmm. So if he had a job, he'd close the store, go do it, and come back. But, you know, there's a lot of problems.
Yeah. So what was the deal, though, that you guys made?
Oh, I'd supply everything.
So you'd outfit the entire store?
Entire store.
And what was the partnership?
I'll pay you your salary, but as soon as there's a profit, I get mine out of there.
Okay.
And
so, okay, just make sure I understand. So you would outfit the store, you would pay him a salary to man it.
Right.
And then once it started making money,
I would start getting reimbursed for all my merchandise.
Oh, for all the money you put in.
Right.
And then after that was done, what would happen?
I would split everything 50-50.
50-50 on the profit.
Right.
Okay. And so he agreed.
Oh, yeah, he was thrilled.
You signed a lease.
Yep, he ran it out of, we didn't have another van, he ran it out of his Suburban.
Okay.
Blazer. Yeah.
Okay, so you ran out of that. Okay, and so he did this, so he was using his van or his car.
Right.
SUV, your store. You guys set it up and you get going.
Yeah, everything's in my name because he had no credit, and that should have been the first warning.
Okay. And so how long did it go good for?
Well, we were there about 2 years.
Okay.
And we built it up, you know. It was a block building, so we had this big logo put on the side of the building, took the whole side of the building up.
Okay.
It was really nice. I was thinking of great things for it.
Okay. So it went good for 2 years.
Yep.
And during this 2-year time, were you happy with everything? Could you sense maybe something wasn't good?
I should, maybe it was a year and a half. I sensed that as soon as he made enough money for his salary, he'd close the door and go screw around.
Okay.
It wasn't working like I was, you know.
Now, at that time, in your own store,
right.
which was, 15 miles away?
Yeah.
Ish. You were working yourself, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you had time to go down and just check on him.
Right.
You were out, as you would say, hustling.
That's it, baby.
Right? Okay, so you kind of sensed, and did you ever talk to him about...
I said, yeah, dude, don't go closing the store because it seems like as soon as you make enough money to pay you, everything's closed. I said, I'd still need merchandise paid. I need to be paid, for the investment I got.
Yeah. And how did he respond to that?
He goes, I had to take my wife here, my wife there, and well, let her drive. Well, she doesn't have a driver's license, I find out. She was sort of a psycho gal.
Okay. And so you could kind of sense that stuff wasn't like, it was going and like it was paying the bills.
Right.
But you're like, it's not like making a bunch of extra money for you to get back.
Exactly.
And you could tell that it wasn't being open all the time it could be.
Right, because people would call and they say, hey, your Coeur d'Alene store is closed. When are you guys going to be open? Well, he should be there now. But he'd come in late. It was really a horrible experience.
Okay, so now let's get to the meat of it here. And I want you the best you can. I know this is a while ago.
Okay.
But walk me through the day things fell apart and kind of like the timeline through it.
Well, I think we went on vacation, Mom and me.
Okay.
And I came back, went down to the store, and I go, wow, everything in the store but the showcase was gone.
So you go up to the door, you drive up,
unlock it,
you open it up, and it's empty.
Completely.
Everything
except for the showcase.
I want to ask you what you said at that moment.
Yeah, they weren't very nice.
But what are you thinking right now? Like when this is going on, like what are you thinking?
What the heck just happened? What's going on? I mean, I still own all the stuff because I haven't still been paid for it.
Yeah.
And it was a shocker.
Like, are you thinking that he stole it? Or are you thinking he got robbed? Like, what do you...
Well, I called him and...
While you're there?
Yeah. I said, what happened to everything? Oh, I'm moving to Vegas.
Okay, hold on, though. So you call him up. He answers the phone.
Yes.
And was he like...
He says he's moving to Vegas. I don't know where he was because he wasn't at his house.
Because you drove there.
Yeah.
Okay, so walk me through this timeline here. So you're there.
Right.
Stuff's gone.
Right.
You immediately pull out your cell phone.
Right.
Which is a big old brick back in the day.
That's it.
You dial in his number. Now, had you talked to him while you were on vacation?
No.
Okay.
I thought everything's peachy. Stuff like get on them. You got to keep the store open,
Yeah.
all day if you don't have a service call.
Yeah. And so you call him, he answers.
Yep.
And you're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? And where is everything? Well, I figured, you don't pay me anything. I said, I paid you a salary for 40 hours. Mm-hmm. Anything after hours, you got your commission off of that. Because we still got bills to pay and I still got rent to pay.
Yeah.
But where is everything? Mm-hmm. Says, well, I'm moving to Vegas. And I go, okay, where's all my stuff? And so I ran over to his house.
Okay, well, what did he say when you said,
where's all my stuff? I got it.
Okay.
And I said, blankety blank, what do you mean you got it?
Yeah.
And it was...
Okay, hold on. So you go over to his house.
Yeah.
Is he there?
No.
Can you see your stuff?
It says for rent.
Okay, so he's already moved out?
Yep, already moved out.
So you show up there, he's gone.
He's still in the area.
Okay.
Because at night, he had that phone down there forwarded to his cell.
Okay.
So I was going, God, how come we haven't been getting any calls from down there? So I call it and he answers. And I go, what the, and I said, where are you? Because, I want my stuff. He goes, well, I'm not telling you, but I'm still in the area. So I'm driving all over the place thinking of his friends to see.
You are?
Yeah, because I want my stuff,
Yeah, what's the dollar amount-ish?
Oh, I bet you it was 10 grand.
Okay, about 10 grand worth of stuff.
Yeah, way back.
And that's in, 1990 money.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
A lot more than...
today.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you get the timeline here. So you show up to his place. It says for rent. It's empty. He's already moved out.
He's already moved out.
You call him. You're like, hey, where the heck are you at?
Right.
He says, well, I'm in the area, but I'm not telling you.
Right.
And you're like, well, dude, give me my stuff.
Right.
And what does he say?
What do you take my stuff? Well, no. You didn't pay me enough to be,
Okay, so he was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I've been working for you for too cheap.
But he got a salary where I didn't get anything.
Yes, but he's like,
and I
you
fronted
owe
everything.
Yeah, and so he was essentially being like, no, I'm not giving you this. You owe me
right.
for all this hard work I've been putting in.
Right. And he got a paycheck just like I get a paycheck.
Yeah. And so at that point, you're driving around town trying to find him.
Right.
Did you?
No.
Did you ever talk to him again after that?
No. But the phones were forwarded to him.
Okay.
So I called the phone company and said, hey, who signed that contract? Me, And I said, well, I want that phone disconnected and forwarded to my main store.
Okay.
And they said, okay. And I said, he sort of ripped me off, They said, oh, okay. That's way back then. Now, today, it's a little tougher to do stuff like that.
Yeah. And so what, at that point, why did he...
I was furious. Your mother was angry at me because she didn't want a partner.
Okay. So mom was not very happy.
Yeah, I told you, you shouldn't bring a partner on. I said, well, I got you, honey.
And so, so why do you think, how much longer did he stay in the area? Was he still trying to do jobs and make money?
Yeah, exactly.
Just in keeping it all himself.
Right. Exactly.
He stole all your stuff. He's fully equipped.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what happened.
How much longer did he do that before? Did he actually move to Vegas?
Yeah, he did.
And did you ever see him?
No, because if I would have saw him, I would have been in face and personal.
You would have.
Yeah.
How long do you think that he did jobs and just kept the money at that when that happened?
I honestly don't know.
Do you think it was just a couple days or a week? Or
no, I'm sure it was months.
Months.
Yeah. And
okay.
then, then you worry, well, he said he wasn't busy, Did he keep all the money? If it was cash or whatever, you just never know.
Yeah.
Because now everything's computerized so you can tell.
Mm-hmm. And did he locksmith in Vegas? Do you know?
Yeah, he did.
He did?
He did for a little bit.
Okay.
He ran it out of his truck,
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, to one of acquaintance we had.
Okay.
Hey, have you ever heard what happened to so-and-so? Oh, yeah, he died. Had a massive heart attack.
He did?
Died.
How many years after?
About 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, jeez.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want him to die, but, I would have.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, here you are, you got the number.
Right.
You just had a $10,000 loss, which I'm sure hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because you probably, I'm guessing, put yourself out there a little bit.
How old were you? Maybe 10, 11?
In 92, I would have been 8.
Okay.
And so at this point, you have your number back.
Right.
You just had a $10,000 loss.
Right.
Which I'm guessing was a decent amount, right?
Oh, yeah. It's hard to keep your money in business.
Yeah, anytime, right? Anytime. Almost really any amount.
Right.
Right? So you have your phone number. You have a empty, leased building.
Yeah.
No employee to run it. Nothing to do.
It's empty. There's nothing there to rent.
Nothing there. You're already busy at your other store doing jobs. You and
Right.
one other person.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what happens? I'm guessing you have people showing up being like, oh, I thought this was a locksmith.
We put a note on the door saying, oh, unfortunately, this is closed. Can you come to the Hayden?
Okay. And how long a lease did you have?
I can't remember. It was probably 2 or 3 years. But the guy was nice enough, and he let me out of it.
He did?
Yeah, after I paid him for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And he says, well, you got to repaint the building outside because you have your big logo on it.
Okay.
I wish it was still there today because it was awesome, you know? But things happen.
And so
you got to get over it because there's no sense of dwelling on it.
Yeah, what did that do to you? So here you are, you had your one store, you tried to open the second one, went terribly wrong.
Yeah, it was Country Lock and 1 and Country Lock and Key 2 is how I legally did it.
Okay.
So he only had stuff in 2.
Gotcha. And so what did you, how did that mess with you mentally afterwards? So,
I don't want to trust anybody.
Uh-huh.
Don't you trust your friends? And I thought we were friends. It was rough.
It was rough, yeah.
And then your mother had to keep reminding me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, because she was probably all along telling you not to do it.
Well, because, we weren't even here, came in 85, so it was like 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah.
Where we're still struggling trying to make ends meet,
And here's Pete expanding.
Of course. And, it was tough at home, financially, pay for everything.
Yeah.
But we got through it.
Yeah. Was it hard mentally for you, though, where you're like, man, I'm already working a lot and I got to work harder to get myself out of this type of a...
Absolutely. Because who's going to get it out of you? Your employees, if there's jobs, they'll help you recoup it.
Yeah.
But when it's you and one other guy, I worked for 18 years, 24/7, and some nights, you're dragging. Now today, I wouldn't do it because you're older and you just can't mentally handle it. But it's tough.
Yeah.
Thank God everything's worked out.
Yeah.
But I try to give people other chances to get ahead.
Yeah.
Because America, you're supposed to work hard, create a lot of things, and make lots of money. Well, they don't always let you keep all that money.
Yeah. So, if we could, first of all, thanks for sharing that story. It's interesting, like trying to reconcile it into my brain because you have these like little
bits and pieces. What did you kind of take away, or if someone is in your shoes right now, that how you were when you were trying to do this expansion, like what advice or takeaways do you have? Well, I believe in just verbal. I don't believe anything in writing because I'm that guy. My word's my word.
You're a handshake guy.
Right. And now everything's got to be that way,
So whatever you do, have a legal document.
Yeah, to make sure everything's peachy.
Okay.
And he could have gained a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I could increase my salary, but it would still, it was tough.
Yeah.
So
if you're looking at expanding, make sure you have some legal documents. Anything else?
If you're going with a partner or something.
You haven't done any other partners since that I know of.
Nope.
So, is there a reason for that?
Well, I try to get your cousin to go in a partnership.
Okay.
And again, what was it? Uncle Pete will pay for everything. You'll get a salary. And we'll be 50-50.
That was with hot dogs, right?
Yep. And we'll even go to hot dog school.
Oh my gosh. But, okay. Yeah, so you're not really wanting to do too much of the partner. Like, if someone's looking at expanding their locksmithing business, you're like, hey, don't do a partnership.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. You just want everything legal.
Okay.
Because, we were friends. Well, we lost a friendship.
Yeah.
And it's tough, because... And don't be the only one who puts everything into it.
Yeah.
Let them have some something into it, so they're going to lose big time, just like you are.
Yeah.
And that's the hard thing right there, because I'm trying to give people other chances to get ahead in life. Mm-hmm. And if you do it all, I've tried to help a lot of people, and I've been taken advantage of, but I just put another check.
Okay.
Don't do it. No.
Oh man, that's good. Well, hey, once again, thanks for sharing that story.
It's a bummer of a story.
But you know what though, you recovered and you moved on, and
absolutely
you do have a store in Coeur d'Alene today.
Yes, I do.
Right. So full circle.
Yep.
But and you own that one, right? Because it's a part of your existing company.
Exactly.
Right? But very good.
No partners.
No partners. But all right. Well, hey, definitely. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Do you have a similar experience? Do you have any advice or questions? Go ahead and put those in the comments, and we look forward to reading them.
Yeah, just be smarter than I was.
Yeah. Very good, everybody. Well, hey, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Congrats, you've made it to the end. Now, I want to make sure that when you are commenting on our videos that you include the hashtag Lockboss. When you do, you automatically get entered in to win one of 5 free prizes we give away every Tuesday live here on YouTube. So I look forward to reading your comment and responding soon. Until next time.